Wentz is set to play in the preseason game versus the Carolina Panthers. We also going to talk a little Cowboys Broncos joint practice and the advantages and disadvantages of it. So we're going to get right into this. Let's go. What's good? You know what I'm about to do. I'm about to bring the squad in here. Let's go. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man?
What's good, my brother? What's good? What's good?
You
Football
must
time.
Be
Football
some
in
chicken
America.
wings. You
Football.
must be some chicken wings. That must be what it is. Oh, tossing them up. I got you.
You got that right.
The most passionate fan y'all all know, Polly. What's good, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, to the W, man. What's good? What's going on?
Good. You got that, what's that, the Phillies Fanatics joint on your head right there? What's that, Philly?
Phillies Fanatics, man. You talking about, man? It's the Nationals, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Expos.
It's the Nationals, man.
Yeah, it's the old Nationals joint. Hey, listen, let's say what's up to everybody in the building. Bruce Glass first in the building. Yeah, my man said, good evening, everyone. Football is back. Soto makes his return to DC this weekend. That's right. It's a good time to be a sports fan. Bruce is going all in. NBA retiring. Bill Russell's number 6 worldwide. That's right. Droop's in the building. He said, good evening, fellas. That's dope. The NBA retiring the number 6 all the way around. Right? Can't wait for football. Kyle, say it. This is for you.
My man. I salute you.
There you go.
Hey, that's really but go ahead.
Right. And Hawk TV's in the building right there, right? He said, if you ain't first, you're last. That's Ricky Bobby right there.
Harlem Shake Hawk.
Harlem Shake Hawk. That's right.
Hey, where Ann at, man?
Hey, no Ann today. We're going to send some prayers out for Ann dealing with some things right now. So, you know.
All right.
No answer today. Yeah. We got
you, Ann. We got you, Ann.
That's right. Send that love and support to that man. All right. Yes, sir. And you know, man, I gotta tell y'all, man, the support that we get from our folks, man. I mean, every time I come in the chat, I'm working backstage, and me and Sid, we doing things. And Paulie, man, it's amazing, man. These dudes show love, and we got to do nothing but show love back to each and every one of them. So we appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do and showing love.
Hey, man. F y'all.
That's Polly showing love.
You know that's showing love. They know that, man. F y'all. Harlem Shake Hawk. Put him in the closet.
Put him in the closet. Harlem Shake Hawk. Get in the closet. He's still hanging out at the barbecues, too. Say it. The NBA is honoring the great Bill Russell. They named a trophy after him. Now they're going to retire the number 6 league-wide. How big is that, bro? A trophy?
That's amazing, man. That's legacy on top of legacy, man. When they name a trophy every year, they're gonna remind who he was, man, throughout the years for an extended period of time. The dude was a monster while he was in the league. He was a great activist while he was out of the league. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. I'm glad they did this. And I'm glad they didn't wait 5 years down the road to do it.
Exactly. Paulie, what you thinking, bro?
They should have been done it. You know what I mean? Even before he passed away, you know what I mean? They should have showed him his flowers while he was here. But it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Then you know, he's a modern day, not even modern day. I say modern day because he just, you know, passed away a couple weeks ago. You know, but you know, Jackie Robinson treatment. You know what I mean? He was every bit of Jackie Robinson. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He was a civil rights activist. You know what I mean? He was there for Ali and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and, you know, Martin Luther King and you know, anybody else that was against the struggle or for the struggle. And he did it while he was playing in Boston, of all places, the whole time.
All places.
Of all places.
Yeah, so, you know, next thing you know that, you know, the NBA will come up with a day where the whole league wears 6. You know what I mean?
can't
For
wait.
2 or 3 days.
I can't wait. I
You know
can't
what I
wait.
mean?
If they do something like that,
what if you
if
if you wearing 6 now, that's it. Nobody else is wearing 6 out there. That's just all I could think of is LeBron, really. That anybody of value or name.
I
What was his number?
I think they his 6.
6, right?
I think they got to come off of it. Yeah, I think they got to come off of it. They got to come off of it. You can get another number.
No, they wouldn't. No, I don't think, because that's like Mariano Rivera. You know what I mean? Not Mariano Rivera. So, I mean, I'm thinking Mariano Rivera. Yeah, it was like 42, Mariano Rivera.
42. Yeah,
he wore 42. What it was, nobody else can be issued 42 again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Once LeBron done with it, then that's it. You can't. I'm pretty sure that's how they're gonna do it. I don't see LeBron just switching LeBron number.
Hey, somebody correct me right now if I'm wrong. Did Dr. J wear 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Yo,
of course he did.
Go Caps. What's up, bro? Glad you in the building.
How can you forget Lance Stevenson?
But I agree with the fight. Lance Stevenson. Yeah.
Mr. Want to blow in your ear. You know what I mean? He was 6.
Corey Lott.
Eddie Jones.
Corey Lott says, I don't agree with the timing, but I agree with the firing of Mills. We've been calling for it. And Doc was on here on First String Podcast after the season, and he said, if you bring your whole coaching staff back, then you must be fine with that 7-9 record, right? He said it on First String Podcast, and your man got fired on his day off, man. That's gotta hurt. You had permission to go see your dad, get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and all that, and I got you, Corey, and then you lose the whole thing. Hey, we about to have a guest come on here in a little bit, but that's what that is. It's crazy. It's crazy. You got fired on your day off, but did he get Wally pipped? That's the real question. Did he get Wally pipped? Corey Dunn. Did he get Wally pipped? Does everybody know the story?
Hold on. I know the story of Wally Pipp, but do you know the story of Wally Pipp?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't sound like you do.
Yeah.
So you asking, did Sam Mills Jr. get Wally pipped?
Yeah, because Wally Pipp was hurt, but Sam Mills was at his dad's Hall of Fame induction, and then his assistant coach is working, and he get to see them working with him hands on. He get to see how the players respond to him, and you come back, and you're told you're being let go. Hey.
Nah, I would say he got Wally Pipp. Not after one practice. He came back Tuesday. Not after one practice.
He came back Monday. Monday he got fired, right? Oh no, it was Tuesday. That's right.
Well, he can't. They had what? They didn't have practice after 2 practices. That wasn't no Wally Pipp, man. This was already in the works.
That's what it seems like. It does seem that
this was already in the works, man. They figured they had 2 weeks to see how things was going to go. You know what I mean? I mean, they've been thought about doing this. This wasn't nothing new. You know what I mean? They was just like, okay, we'll give it the first 2 weeks of camp, see if we got any changes. Because I'm pretty sure Ron had to have a conversation with him. You know what I mean? Maybe not about, hey, your job is on your line, but I'm sure he pretty much told him, like, look, man, we need you to get the most out of these year. Whatever it is going on with where somebody always having a problem with you, you got to fix that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I just think that after 2 weeks, Ron didn't see a change in that cohesion. So he's like, you know what? He probably had in his mind. He knew his pops was going into the Hall of Fame. He probably said, you know what? I'm gonna see how he feel them couple of days. He's going to see how I'm feeling about it, and then I'm gonna make a decision. He knew what he was doing, man.
Hey, let's bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend. We got the professor in the building.
Oh, hey, boss, what's up? What's up?
Corey, where did you get that big helmet from? Because I got a little helmet right here.
Well, that sounds like a problem with your wife, not me.
Pause. Text everywhere. Flags.
Hey, you see this? You see this, Corey? Pause. Pause.
Hey, look,
shout out my man G for the shot.
Yeah.
For this fire shirt.
Shout out to Bruce Glass. He actually came up and introduced himself to me. Yeah. He came up there and it was cool. That was one of the most humbling moments to know that people actually listen to what we actually say, and
that's cool.
It was cool, man. It was like we had two people come up to us, and Bruce was one of them. He said, "I always see you on First String Podcast." He didn't mention On the Warpath first. He mentioned First String Podcast. So that means Sad is doing something right with the graphics and everything in the LA Dodgers. So
hey,
let
me not get fired.
You know how they go, man. You form the head.
Yeah.
Pause.
Circling the wagons.
Hey,
oh man.
Well, today we will not have NT Major League Baseball picks because baseball got out of the way. They got that thing out of the way. They said, "Hey, football's coming. Let's move it on."
No, they heard you making baseball picks. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what they heard you. They heard you making baseball picks. That's exactly what it was.
I've been on fire here lately.
On fire with what?
Retardant.
Baseball picks.
The fire with what?
You gotta get the face fire retardant. It was the
all you gotta do is bet on the Dodgers.
Hey, we got a question here. All right.
All you gotta do.
A lot. He says, "Do you guys think that Sapp may be putting a bug in someone's ear, and that's why they made the move of Mills going out?" No, not at all. Not at all. This has been bubbling below the surface for quite a while, and the fact that Warren Sapp has come up and Ryan Kerrigan's come up. I don't think one has anything to do with the other one. Plus, Warren Sapp is a player that's made millions of dollars, and I don't think that man is ready for the grind of being an NFL coach. You got to.
No, I think he might be though.
Leave late.
I think he might be though. You never heard that about. Hold on, you never heard that about Warren Sapp being early and being late and none of that. Remember he's on. Remember he was on the NFL Network. I know it's not for me, but I'm just saying though. You putting that out there like
face mask.
He's been late for his job and it's something like that.
No. I'm saying you have to arrive early and stay late. I'm not saying that he's
like I said, he's on the NFL Network. He done had a job outside of playing football already.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna put him them type of hours like that on the NFL Network that you put in as a coach. I think
he even said something along the lines of he didn't really want to be a full-time coach. So, you know what my thought is on it though? I think the one and this will show you because I think the snake in the grass kind of showed his hand. I think John Allen had a lot to do with this.
You mean the dude that got punched in the face?
I think John Allen had a lot to do with probably knowing the camel's hump. And Paulie and I, we kind of talked about this. What was it, Paul? We talked when he got fired, and I said, Tim Settle, Matt Ioannidis, those cats might still been here if Sam Mills III wasn't there. And then, maybe this might change Deron Payne's view of staying in Washington, right? If they can give him the right money.
If the money right.
Yeah, but I think that Jonathan Allen it is a guy who I feel like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like he said he was sad that Coach Mills was gone, but really were you?
I mean, it is his room, right? He is the captain. Yeah, it's his room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's his room. So,
I'm just saying. I was just saying that if Warren Sapp, for whatever reason, got on the coaching staff or took the job, I don't think he's gonna be late. If he's gonna take it serious, he's gonna take it serious. He out there with them now. Him and Kerrigan. And you know what? I don't think he got Wally pipped. Going back to what you said. But I do think Ron, like you said, might have seen the difference in the way the D-line on Coach G was coaching. He might have seen the difference in reaction to when Warren Sapp is out there. And we talking about it, like I said, he played football, but he been out of football for a while, and he was at NFL Network. Yeah. And then he just come here, can just and go on the field. And I know he Warren Sapp, but still command these guys' presence and attention and got them working. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean,
ring.
No, he had a Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah.
You know, Morissette was that player. You say what you want to say about his off the field antics and all that. He was a hell of a player.
Go Cats.
First and foremost.
I got your question.
You know
We're
what I
at
mean?
the 15-minute mark. So we're going to make some picks. And our picks are going to set you up for tomorrow. Corey, you with this, man? You ready for these NFL picks? We got 5 picks for you.
Shout out Bear Rivers. Say it with me, Corey.
Yeah. We will play a little.
They do good. They do good work for y'all. That's what I heard y'all do good work for them. So,
hey,
you know I was gonna let that one slide. Homie.
Yeah, I know you jackass.
all lines are brought to you by Bet Rivers.
Put one in my column.
Hey, make sure you
the petty column.
Make sure you download that Bet Rivers app or go to www.betrivers.com. Hey, the first one up the bat, we got the Atlanta Falcons and Detroit Lions. I don't know if you've seen the first edition of Hard Knocks said, but they're coming for you. The spread -1.5 for Atlanta, plus 102. Say it, I'm dead serious, man.
No, I ain't watched it. I'm dead serious. I haven't watched it.
We know you ain't watched it. You don't watch nothing, bro. It take you 22 years to watch something, bro. We already know that.
The win line is -110. The spread for Detroit is plus 1.5, -125, and their win line is -110 as well. The over-under set at 35.5. The over is -105, and the under is -115. Corey, you know we let our guest go first. He sure hadn't. We let our guest go first, Corey.
I ain't no guest.
That's true.
You on the head.
Independent contractor on the couch. There you go.
Independent contractor. Hey, any more appearances, I might have to get reimbursed. Shout out to y'all sponsors. There you go, Paulie. Put one in my column. Hey,
one.
You know, in honor of bearing Paulie, I will say I will go with the under in this game because it's the preseason. And anywhere I can take plus money in the preseason, I'll go with it. So I will go with Mr. Blink with me 1.5 times. Let's go with the Falcons minus the 1 in the hook there.
Minus the 1 in the hook.
Because that'll be the only victory they get.
Blake, you going last. Paulie, who you got?
I got Detroit in that the plus.
You got Detroit, the plus 1.
And the over, man. Hey, 2 negatives equal a positive. Give me the over. Listen, man. I've been telling y'all about Detroit since last year, man.
Hey,
listen. Detroit don't have a whole lot of talent, but they play hard. You know what I mean? They play hard for their coach. They was a tough out last year. You know what I mean? They're gonna be even a tougher out this year, man. Hey, look, 6 to 8 games is not a stretch this year for them. Man.
I don't think so either.
I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I ain't just saying it because I watched the Hard Knocks, the last Hard Knocks. I've been saying this since last year that they're a tough team. They don't lay down. So once they start adding that talent, they're gonna be good. And they got Golf coming back in the second year. People like to bag on Golf, but Golf is a solid quarterback. Y'all say what y'all want.
Hey, Paula, shut up. He's trying to ask me a question.
I know. I ain't trying to let you talk.
Corey had put
me.
Hey, Corey put money on the over last year on Detroit, so he's been holding the face since last year as well.
Why are you putting my business out there, Pick?
That's what he do, man. That's what he do. That's what two Pick do, man.
I'm just saying.
He put your business out there. He in your pockets.
Here we go, Pick. Oh, look, I got my license right here. You want that too?
Hey, just put it up there. Just give me both sides of it.
Lord have mercy, bro.
Matter of fact, flash the credit card for everybody.
Blink.
No,
like,
listen, I'm
how
just
you
saying,
work at the post office with this dude? He giving everybody confidential information.
Hey, Corey. Nah, he need two. He need 2 forms of identification, bro. What else you got?
I do. That's right. Listen,
he need 2 forms of identification,
I
bro.
got one in the middle on both hands. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm rolling with Detroit, man. Listen, you talk about a team that compete. The coaches compete, Paulie. The coaches compete in practice. So I'm telling you, man, this team, I just hope they don't bring it together in week 2 and I'm rooting for them after that. I'm going with Detroit. Give me the win line at -110. And I also do like the over, but I like most of the points to come from Detroit. Blink, go ahead, man.
What's my Bama from receiver with the bum leg?
They've pretty much kept most of the camp under lock and key. Like they're trying to hide the offensive line again, like they did last year. But I'm gonna shoot my shot with them.
We talking about Atlanta. Let me be quiet.
I'm gonna shoot my shot with them, and I'm gonna go with Atlanta with the money line win. I'm gonna go with the under because I haven't seen anything, playing wise. I mean, Kyle Pitts gonna catch some of the players, and he's not gonna play the whole.
He probably ain't gonna play.
He only play if he play one series.
Hey, what'd you say?
But I'm going to under.
What'd you say?
Line Falcons under.
No, seriously. What'd you say about the about y'all's training camp?
It's been
a lot of the training camp we haven't seen very much of.
Yeah, nobody's seen anything out of them. That's gonna be most of the season.
Whatever.
All right, next one.
I don't know what he was saying. All I heard was Atlanta.
He said it's in lock and keep. Said they ain't locked nothing out. The padlock has been screwed off for a long time up in there. Pause. But
hey,
my goodness.
Let's get this next one off. This is probably the most we're gonna see out of Deshaun Watson versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are we most excited to see here? I gotta say they gotta play their running back Eton. Let's see if we see a little Trevor Lawrence. Here's the spread: Atlanta -1.5.
Whoa! Last game.
I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. The Cleveland Browns -1.5 +112. +112. Their win line is.
Why are you correcting them, Sid?
124. Man, it's been.
I gotta keep him on target. Keep him on target.
Keep him on target.
You should want to hear him say Atlanta as many times as possible, bro.
The spread +1.5 -109, and the win line for the Jacksonville Jaguars is +102. Over under set at 37.5. -108 on the over. -113 on the under. Hey, I didn't get the folks' picks for the last one, so we'll do that after we do this one right here. Paulie, who you got?
You starting to sound like sad to me, man. First, Deshaun Watson is gonna play. He's gonna play a lot. He's gonna sit out 6 games. You know what I mean? Jacksonville in game number 2 should play a little better, man. Give me Jacksonville in that plus, and give me the over.
All right, Jacksonville plus money. That 102, right? And the over at
it's plus. I'm taking it, bro.
I got you. I feel you. Blake, who you got?
Yeah, like Paulie, I think the starting offense may play in this game because he want to see something better than what happened in the last game, and we already know the number 1 pick is going to show up. So go ahead and give me Jacksonville. They're plus money and the under.
+102 and another under for said. Corey, who you got, man?
Well, the way you said spread, like you were Deshaun Watson at a daggone massage. At the massage convention, I mean, hey, you like spread, and I was like, whoa, pick it ain't too much. But anyway, like Deshaun Watson, we're gonna go over the top with the total. And said, you okay up there, bro? You all right? You all right? I'll see you in church on Sunday. And let's go. Let's go.
Well, you know they don't let you in church doors.
Let's go with Jacksonville on the win line plus money.
So you basically said everything I just said.
Jacksonville on the win line.
No, let's go. Hold on, no.
You get to the church door. You get to the church doors. They be like, pause.
Pause. I said hallelujah. Now I will say a Detroit Lions parent told me this. He's a preacher. James Mitchell's daddy told me this. I rolled up into his church and he said, "I'd like to see you come through those doors." And I said, "Amen, hallelujah." I said, "I go to church every day." I said, "Rev, I go to church every Sunday. I go to Bedside Baptist." And I said this in the church. We heard lightning straight. Can't make this stuff up.
Oh my God, Corey!
That's a true story, though. That's a true story.
We gotta get you. We gotta get you to somebody's
true story.
I know you ain't talking drinking on live streams and eating chips and stuff on Sunday. Don't come at me getting up in church.
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking about.
I keep them on deck when it's football season.
Yeah, but still, you talking about going to somebody's church. You gonna talk about me and
Keep it on deck when it's any season.
Yes, that's communion.
Listen,
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm a Hoyas fan.
Listen, I'm going Cleveland
all season long.
I'm going Cleveland here to pull this out late, and I like the over as well.
Pause.
Yeah, that was a pause. That was a serious pause right there.
Cool, man. You done lost your mind, bro.
All right. Hey, let's clean up this chat a little bit. Let's go back. We got
after chat.
Bruce Glass is taking the Falcons.
F you too, Bruce.
Corey Lott is rolling with the Lions. Droop is going Falcons money line.
Drew, my man, Drew. Drew with the horses, man. Drew with the horses. F you too, Drew.
Go Caps told him, don't bet the Lions. Lions under is what how you gonna tell them not to bet the Lions? Oh no, that's Go Caps. That's Go Caps.
I mean, we got more games. We got more games to bet.
Yeah. I was cleaning this up a little bit.
Hey, look, we can get back. Then let's get these games out the way, man. Y'all don't go nowhere.
Browns in the
keep on commenting. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to you.
Jags in the over. Browns money line. Cow making money, cash checks. Browns, and we got a big pause. There we go. Next game. We got the Arizona Cardinals and the Bengals. No Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow still dealing with stomach problems and issues. The Cardinals spread is plus 1.5 at plus 107. No, that is minus 107. Shout out to the terrible graphics department today. Their win line is plus 108. The Bengals minus 1.5 at minus 114 and minus 130 on the win line. The over under set at 31.5. The over is minus 105 and the under is minus 117. Blink, who you got, man?
You know what? Joe Burrow not playing. Arizona don't have no wide receiver that may not play because all of them either hurt or suspended. So
not suspended yet.
Let me flip this coin. They're not gonna risk him getting hurt in the preseason, man. So I'm gonna go with the plus money because I'm trying to make a little money here. Give me Arizona with the win, and you know what? This game is gonna go over.
Oh, you finally like an over? Okay, Corey, who you got?
Let's go with, well, we always know the over is going to be taller than Kyler Murray anyway. So let's go with, I like that over 31.5. And then let's go Arizona on the win line plus 108.
Arizona, that's minus 108, Corey.
It's minus 108. So it's plus 130 for Cincinnati? No,
it's minus 130. And that's minus 108. I'm sorry,
No, it's minus 107.
No, that's plus 108. Plus 108. That's the 107. The minus 107 is minus 107 on the spread. My bad. Horrible graphics department, man. Listen, horrible graphics department today. I apologize. Paulie.
Don't make up for it.
Paulie. Listen, hey, Paulie. I had something to tell you. It was just for you, not for them too, but I forgot. So who you got?
Need to froze up.
Paulie's not frozen.
I ain't froze up. I'm not understanding what this dude is saying.
I was about to give you one last clue. I was about to give you one last clue of this game, but I forgot it because Corey messed me up.
Give me the plus money.
The plus the 108. Got you.
Give me the plus 108, man, and the over.
Another over.
So you're just gonna say the same thing I said.
Listen.
You're gonna say the same thing I just said.
It's plus money.
No, you name teams. We got the same bet, but I ain't say it the way you said it.
You said the same thing. I
ain't say the way you and his name in Arizona and Cincinnati and you know what I mean, who's that quarterback and all that other crap. I just went right to the bet, bro. I know money I was gonna make. I was gonna make plus money with Cincinnati and over.
All right.
Actually, that was me, but
so okay. the question is here is Chase gonna drop everything in the preseason so he can catch it all during the regular season? If he plays at all,
He shouldn't play at all.
I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he will. I mean, but I don't think he's going to play in the first game. Maybe a little in the second game, but I don't think he's going to play in the first game.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, I don't think they risk. I don't think they risk mixing. I don't think they risk a couple people. So yeah, the smart money is to go with the win line for the Arizona Cardinals at plus 108, and I am going with the under because everybody's riding the over on this one right here. I'm going the opposite way. All right, we got the Jets and the Eagles. This one right here, Blink is looking forward to because it's a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs that's going to be on the field.
Go Dogs.
We got the Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at minus 105. That's plus 104 for the spread right there. That's minus 110 on the win line for the Jets. The spread for the Eagles is plus 1.5 at minus 125, and again, minus 110 on their win line. We're set at 35.5 at minus 113 for the over, minus 108 for the under. Said, we got some Georgia Bulldogs you need to talk about. Go for it, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna do just like Jordan Davis. He didn't want anybody to see that film of him dragging that offensive lineman back and forth across the field like he was a teddy bear. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Eagles.
You go with the Eagles.
I'm going with the Eagles because I want to see that defense show up and show out like I think they're going to. Give me the Eagles and give me that spread.
All right.
The plus 1.5.
Corey, will we see Sauce Gardner be as successful as he was in college when he takes the field for the first time as a pro?
No, because Jalen Hurts would be thrown in the ground like he's been doing on a lot of his highlights. So, no, I don't think so. Not in this game, at least. But I think Sauce will be good eventually. As for like this love obsession with Nakobe Dean and Diabetes Davis, I can't get on this. I can't subscribe to this. I think it's unconscionable. But it is the Jets, so I'm just gonna go with the under on this game because I refuse to pick any of these teams.
The under because he refuses to pick either one of these teams. Green on green crime. Paulie, who you got?
Give me the Jets minus the 110 and the over.
The Jets minus the 110 and the over. Paulie is a true Commanders fan, refuses to pick the Eagles, which, hey, Paulie.
That ain't had nothing to do with it.
It sounded good. I'm riding with you, Paulie.
That ain't had nothing to do with it,
I want to see the new team.
That ain't why I picked him, though, man. I picked him for my man Jordan Whitehead. Shout out Cuzzo. You know what I mean? I picked him for Corey picked the Eagles. You know what I mean? F you, Corey. You know what I mean? I picked them for that. It's preseason, so I can just kind of play around with this.
Exactly.
But for whatever reason, they got the Jets as a favorite, so they must, feel a certain type of way. I'm gonna go with that feeling.
I don't think they're gonna run Jalen Hurts because, you don't want that dude hurt when it's a proven year for him. I'm rolling with the Jets at that minus 1.5 for that plus 104 right here, and I'm also going with the over. I think this is going to be a fireworks show. So you got receivers on the field right here. And then our last game that we're picking right here, wouldn't you know, it's at FedEx Field. We got the Carolina Panthers visiting the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field on Saturday. The spread is plus 1.5 for the Carolina Panthers at minus 127. Their win line is minus 108. The Commanders are minus 1.5. At plus 105, the win is minus 112. The over/under set at 36.5, and that over is minus 121, and the under is plus 100. Plus 100 on the under. Are they trying to say we're going to have some problems scoring here, or do they not believe that the Panthers can put the ball in the end zone? Let's hope our secondary is up for the task. All of them. Paulie. Corey going first.
Commanders. Gotta get that 112. I like that. And let's go with I feel like that under is a trick.
That under's got
that's somebody you run it that you pick up at 4:00 at night. And don't tell your wife about it, pause. But you know what? I'm taking her home with me. Give me the under.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Paulie, who you got?
Oh man, this is a tough one, man. Nah, give me Carolina and the over, man.
Carolina and the over.
Betting on us like betting on the Knicks. We talking about.
Did you
we cannot win, and we cannot definitely cover. I mean, shit. Only us couldn't cover a point and a half. You know what I mean? So it's preseason. The Panthers, man.
The Panthers. Okay, say it. Who you got?
I actually do like Carolina because actually Carolina has a better backup. Pause. But anyway,
they got a better backup. Pause. So Sam Darnold is not better than Heineke. Sam Darnold is not better than Heineke, bro.
Hey, I knew they'd get him off the couch. Sam
Darnold is not better than Heineke.
Actually, I think Washington will win this game because Heineke was the number one. He's gonna come in and play pretty well. Sam Darnold was at the Jets. He's going from the Jets for a reason. He was replaced in Carolina last year by two quarterbacks for a reason.
He's better than Mariota.
Even backup. But I think Washington will probably win this game late defensively.
Okay. I like it. And yeah, I'm taking that over, and I'm taking the Commanders at plus that one, minus the 1.5 plus 105. We getting you set for the preseason right here with these picks. Corey Lott, Commanders over. Drew, Commanders under. Bruce Glass, Commanders over. Philly for Kyle and the over. The Jets in the under for Bruce Glass. Philly in the over for Drew. The Eagles in the over for Corey Lott. Eagles for Go Caps. Bengals for Go Caps. It's Rivera coaching. That's what he does when he coaches for the Commanders. Change it to the overs with Droop said. Bruce Glass, Cardinals in the over. And, of course, he changed it to the over, Arizona in the over. Hey, Jahan Dotson. So, Go Caps had this question real fast before we get to Serena. Jahan Dotson and Carson Wentz, best duo in the NFL? Wait. That's not possible, sir, because, for one, Jahan Dotson hasn't played a down in the NFL yet. And did you forget about these two that played in the Super Bowl last year named Joe Burrow and Chase? I mean, that's a dynamic duo. Anybody else want to name Anybody else want to name
I think he was referencing to wide receivers, bro. Not a wide receiver and a quarterback.
No, he said Carson Wentz. He said Carson Wentz and Jahan Dotson.
I thought he said McLaurin. My fault. I thought he said McLaurin and Jahan Dotson.
No, Carson Wentz and Jahan Dotson.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else can name a quarterback duo?
Okay.
Quarterback.
Hey, you said it. You said it the first time, man. The conversation ended with Dotson hasn't played a game.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's just wishful thinking, man. Calm down. That'd be a good, you know what I mean? Yeah, you said it. You said it at first.
Dotson ain't played it down.
Yeah, Dotson ain't played it down. You can't say that, man. He ain't played a preseason game.
Not yet. He's gonna be nervous tomorrow night, getting ready to step on the field for the first time. So Serena Williams wrote pretty much her farewell to the world of tennis the day before, and then she lost yesterday. She is retiring after the U.S. Open. They started to give her flowers last night. How remarkable is what Serena Williams has done in tennis? You know, look at the records that the lady has. Let's just talk about Serena real fast, man. She changed the face, right? Her and her sister, they changed the face of tennis. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have at it. Whoever want to go first.
Fine, I'll go. Yeah, if you watch the movie, the True Life movie of theirs, you'll see that Serena was in the background. She wasn't even noticed at first. Her sister Venus was. It just so happened she entered the contest and dang near won. You know, So for her to transform and become the monster that she is out of the shadow of her sister, you know, in one family, you know, is great. You know, her accolades, her accomplishments, you know, what she brought to tennis. You know, she brought more, you know, people of color to tennis to watch her play. You know, with what was going on throughout her life. She's going to be missed, you know, for what she's brought to tennis. You know, not only her tennis, we're not going to get to talk about her outfits as well, but
the fashion.
You know, the fashion she brought. But I mean, I used to watch some of her matches just to watch and see the technique, man. And she's going to be missed. She's truly going to be missed.
You just teed it up for Corey. He is ready to go. Go ahead, Corey.
The technique really said, Lord, gosh, no, man, what can you say about it? I mean, the kind of what said that, you know, they were looking at Venus more often than they were looking at Serena, but Serena's knocked it out of the water, winning these competitions. I think she's doubled up in prize money all time. She's they're 1 and 2, but Serena's like close, like almost $100 million in prize money throughout her career. And I think Venus is only scratching like 45. So that just tells you like what she's done for the tennis, you know, bringing all kinds of different folks. It's kind of like what Tiger Woods did with golf, right? And they really came in around the same time and bringing a different group, bringing black folks to these sports that you never really had seen on that level, especially females on that level. You know, we had Arthur Ashe early on, Virginia native, but it tells you the people who come out of Saginaw, Michigan. You had the Williams sisters, Draymond Green, excellent. Just come somewhere, they just find Saginaw, Michigan, man. And shout out to my family up there. They really do, man. But she's gonna be missed. She definitely will be missed. And I don't know.
She'll be on the scene, but she'll be on the court.
Yes, there's a thick glass of water too. Legs, breasts, and thighs, sweet potato pies, general side chicken.
Said is checking for the technique.
Yeah, technique. You talking about
this guy's checking for the leg, breast, and thighs. Come on,
tell me about the sweet potato. Oh Lord, he had to come up on this one. Lord,
Polly.
Oh my goodness.
This is literally like Shaq and Chuck. You two. What's
Said was thinking about them sweet potato pies, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think he was back there licking his fingers.
All pecans.
Polly. Serena Polly.
I'm waiting for them to finish.
They are
good?
cutting up right now. They are cutting up right now.
Look, the Michael Jordan of women's tennis, man.
Wow.
Look, she dominated like no other. Her only hiccups would be going up against her sister. That's the only time she'll let you down. I don't know, for whatever reason it was, you know. Yeah, her sister was always her toughest opponent. Just when you think that she would win, she couldn't beat her. You know what I mean? But the Michael Jordan of women's tennis, man.
Facts. Great analogy, Paulie. I remember reading an article about Serena Williams saying that she wanted to play a guy and nobody would play her. I remember that. She was like, somebody's going to play me. I'm going to beat one of these guys. And she was trying real hard. Now, the woman, a career record of 192 and 34, 85% winning percentage. That is just crazy, right? 23 titles. It's just amazing, man. Serena, I mean, what more can you say? How many times has she been the female athlete of the year? It's her accolades go on and on and on. I really wish, you know, at the U.S. Open that they go ahead and just give her a day at the U.S. Open so she get her flowers. Give her a day.
So to said.
Pause.
Oh yeah. Oh. Hey, you see his face.
Yeah, go. He's about as red as that. Yeah. He's like the U.S. He's like the U.S. Open.
Hey, listen.
Hey, pick one more time. One more thing. I got to say.
Okay.
Ted, were you a Grand Slam fan with Serena?
Inquiring minds want to
know. Look, I ain't talking about Denny's either.
Hey.
Oh boy, I am not stirring you over there, man. You'll never get me.
No.
On tape with that infinity.
Yeah, who the fuck you think you is, man? That King Cole?
Lou Roll?
Chestnut roasting. Pause.
Hey.
That King Cole on an open fire.
Chestnuts.
Pause.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
This is all my fault. I'm sorry.
Corey.
He busted out in the 1950s Atlantic record voice.
Joint practices are in full. So the Cowboys and the Broncos had their joint practice today. Their game is Saturday, Sunday. They had a joint practice today. Well, what are some of the advantages in having these joint practices as opposed to just, hey, we just going to show up for the preseason game like the Commanders, no joint practices. A lot of these teams, New England does it, Pittsburgh do it, Miami, the Cowboys are doing it with Denver, as I said. What are the advantages of these joint practices? The Raiders and the Jaguars did it the week before the Hall of Fame game, right before the Hall of Fame game. Let's talk about some of the advantages here, fellas.
Nail one. Not nail one advantage, man. If it was, every team in the league would set up joint practices. Mm-hmm. Being in something, these teams, these coaches, they don't want to feel like another team, another coach got the one up on them. They want the playing field to be even as possible. So this shows you that these joint practices don't mean nothing. They just joint practices. You just get to play against, you ain't even playing. It's all controlled anyways. You're doing the same shit you do any other day. Your opponent is just of another team. You know what I mean? Don't mean that, man.
The
whole league can do it.
I must disagree because the joint practices, your self evaluation comes into fruition. If that person you have on your offensive line, defensive line is weak, playing against another team, and it shows up, it tells you right there, we may have a problem on this side over here. Perfect example is the game we was watching earlier with the Giants and the Patriots. They blitz from the same side. I mean, it's not scripted, but they blitz from the same side. They seen something in those joint practices that it's a problem with the Giants offensive line on the right side. And the Giants failed to fix it. So it exposes pieces that you already have problems with and see whether or not you're going to make the adjustment. And if you don't make the adjustment, then, hey, regular season, you're going to find our first round. Hey, you didn't make no adjustment after what we saw. We're going to continue to try.
Bro, if it's struggling that bad, they already seen it in practice. It ain't going to be nothing new to them. They just want them to get better for whatever reason it is. That ain't going to come out of the blue. If you go against another team, right? If you've been practicing for a couple of weeks against the same team, and then you go against another team, you're not going to all of a sudden not make mistakes that you already been making in your own practice.
No, that's what I said.
It's not like you're going from college playing a college team playing an NFL team.
Yeah, that's what I said. It says if you already have a self-evaluation of what the problem is with your team, you start going to joint practice and you have the same thing exposed against another team. It's not, oh my God, it's there. No, it just reconfirms what you already self-evaluate. You just said the same thing I said.
No. So in point, what I'm saying is, it don't mean a damn thing. It don't mean a damn thing because you saying all it's doing is proving something that you already know. You already knew this.
Well, Corey
So I already knew this. So if you already knew it, then I mean you didn't need to play against another team to answer your own problem that you already knew.
Corey Lott says
that's what I'm saying. So it don't really matter.
You need to practice against someone else other than their team. Corey Sanchez, what do you have to say, sir?
At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to put the same stuff on tape. You're going to put it in the game, right? And it's, I get the pros and cons to it, but usually they ain't showing too much in practice. And yeah, you might hit somebody else, but that's what you got the preseason games for anyway. So you're going to go out there and you're going to figure out in live action if you got deficiencies or not. So I don't really think that. Yeah, they're good. They're cool. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, to be honest. In my opinion, I think it's irrelevant.
Hey, we talking about practice.
Not the game.
We talking about practice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not the game. I just caught myself thinking that once again, we're talking about practice.
I think
it don't matter.
I think that joint practices, actually, because after a while, just think about it, your secondary gets to know what plays are coming from the offensive side, right? They can start to jump routes and identify routes really fast. Your defensive players know who they can take advantage of and who they can't. They say, what is it, Corey? Steel sharpens steel.
Iron
right?
sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. Steel sharpens steel. Whatever. We know. So we know that going against an elite defensive end going against another elite offensive tackle is going to make them better, but you do get to correct those deficiencies of hand placements and things like that, and it's all controlled. Whereas a preseason game is totally uncontrolled. That's all on the players, right? So, Corey also said, I also believe it gives them a better way to evaluate players. Thanks for your input, man. We really appreciate that. So, yeah, I mean, pros and cons both ways. You can lessen the facts of injuries, right? Because I mean, you do hear about injuries coming out of practice, but the controlled scrimmages and practices, unless the Houston Texans traveling up to Richmond to play the Commanders, or at that time the Washington Redskins, and you got big fights.
Hey, let me ask you this though, Pick. So last time we did a joint practice, a legit one where it translated into a game. What was it? 2014. They did it with the Patriots. We went out there and beat the bricks off the Patriots in the preseason. So with that logic, it don't really matter. It doesn't really matter a hill beans if you go out there and do a joint practice or not, because the team was still terrible anyway. So it doesn't. It really
don't matter.
It don't matter.
It just sounds good. It just sounds good. It just sounds good. It feels good. Oh, we tired of going against each other.
Pause, Paul. What's wrong with you, man? This family show.
Hey, be quiet. Hey, listen. We it's a misrepresentation of what's really going on. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man. They don't need it. It doesn't matter. Practice is practice. It's not even like you playing a real game. It's practice. If you go against your player, another team, or your team.
Okay, so those guys you draft in the first round, second round, third round.
Corey just had the perfect example, man. Washington. Was we a good team that year?
Let him finish this up.
Were we a good team that year?
Wait a minute, let me finish. They still need that time for evaluation. You have to cut down to a 60-player team. If you don't go out there and practice and put them under fire and see what they have. I mean, I know y'all none of y'all want to hear this, but perfect example is Dak Prescott. They had no intention of starting Dak. None whatsoever.
That's
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Why they start that?
Because he ended up being a better quarterback.
No, he was.
That's not why they know that. That's they started that. Tony Romo got hurt. Romo got hurt. That's why he had to start.
Romo got hurt.
He wasn't the better quarterback that year. Romo
stole the job.
Come on, man.
Russell.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, bro?
You still need those reps to see what you have.
He got hurt
with those people. You still need the reps to see what you have with those people. You need the reps for those people to get adjusted to what's going on.
I like what Marcus is saying here. Marcus is saying joint practice is a chance to evaluate versus another system. Just like I said,
it sounds good.
It's the same thing.
It sounds good. It don't matter.
It's the same thing.
But you keep going up against your routes. I played safety. I know it's coming.
What was our record that year?
4-12.
Paul,
what was the Patriots record?
How many players did we have that year? How
it didn't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
It matters.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter, man. He just proved it to you. The whole Patriot thing. Come on, man. It don't matter.
I will say this now.
You talking about the 53rd play on the roster, the 54th play on the roster? That's all they're fighting for.
If it's relevant, right? If it's relevant, why don't they do it during the regular season?
Because ain't nobody trying to give their game plan away, Corey.
Okay,
you can answer that question.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Like it goes back. It doesn't matter because this isn't a common practice. It's not real common practice that you go out there and do an inter squad scrimmage with other teams when you're gonna do it anyway. It's the element of surprise. How you gonna? We may have saw this in practice, but that's what preseason's for. Preseason is getting you ready for the regular. Yeah, it does. It sounds good.
It sounds good. That's all. It just sounds good. It sounds like it makes sense. Oh, we practice against somebody else and they happen to be good. Then we're gonna get better.
It's a $500.
It sounds good.
It's a $500 stripper at $20 prices. That's all it is. It's all bang, no substance.
Corey,
pick.
You pulled out 2014.
I did.
Name that defense.
So why they get rid of a preseason game?
Name that defense, Corey.
Name that defense.
Name that defense.
Our defense.
Then we had
D'Angelo.
Why they get rid of a preseason game then? Why they went from 4 games to 3?
No, we didn't.
Bakari Rambo.
No, we didn't.
Huh?
That defense, that 2000 defense, we had Jenkins, Baker, Hatcher, Ryan Kerrigan, Robinson, Raleigh, Trent Murphy.
Bakari Rambo was on the team. He got cut though after that Texans game.
Yeah, right. Brandon Mayweather at safety. David Emerson. Come on now, that defense was trash.
Okay.
That defense was trash. You wonder why we got a 40
That's the whole point.
record?
That's the whole point. They was trash.
You can't make. I don't care.
But they had a joint practice against the Patriots.
Yes,
if
that's
you
what I'm saying.
have the talent, you can't do nothing. But I tell you what, though. A practice to tell you, hey, you're in trouble. You need to get ready to draft some people. You need to go look at other people's rosters because this.
So you gonna draft somebody in practice? You're going to draft somebody after preseason inter-squad scrimmage. You're going to let you know who you need to draft in the next year, this season. What the hell you talking about, man? That don't make no sense.
Hey, Corey.
That don't make no sense, bro. It don't matter.
Hold on, Paula. Let me hear what it says.
Last year during the preseason, right? I told you. I said I had a problem with our linebacker core. I said I have a problem with our linebacker.
You and everybody else said that, yes.
And I looked, I said, we're about to pick somebody up off of somebody's wire that's getting cut. We did not. And at the end of the season, what was everybody yelling? The linebackers. What are we doing at the linebacker position?
So if they need all that evaluation against another team, why in the hell they get rid of the preseason game?
Let me ask you
Don't matter.
What does that have to do? What would a joint practice with another team not approving? If you had to throw these guys out there with live bullets in preseason, what's the difference? I know I'm lacking because this is supposed to be
evaluation. It's an evaluation. It's another way to evaluate what you have on your roster, and you can't tell me.
I get you. I understand where you're coming from, but it just...
I can't tell you. I'm telling you. I don't... Hold on, Corey. Hold on, Corey. Hold on. You messing with it. I'm serious. I can't tell you because you just said it. You just said it yourself. They need another evaluation. Oh, if they needed another evaluation so badly, then why did they cut a preseason game? It's just like it's an interest. It's a practice. It's a practice. It's practice. It's preseason, so it's still practice. It's practice against another team.
But
so if that evaluation is so important, why did they get rid of the preseason game? Because at the end of the day, it really don't matter. It only matters when
in the last preseason game. It got to the point to where none of the teams.
There's going to be a time where there is no preseason game. We just have a season.
What's up, Dubs in the
Watch.
house? Listen.
What's up, Dub?
Now what's happening is this. They added an 18th game, right? Mm-hmm. You do not see players playing in the first preseason game because they're doing these joint practices where the coaches can control it. The players have.
You're not answering the question, though. You're not answering the question. No, you're not. You give a description of. You give a description of the question. You're not answering the question. Why did they get rid of? Why did they get rid of a preseason game if inter-squad practice is so valuable? If it's so valuable for evaluation, they need to know this and all the other shit. Why they get rid of one game? Because practice really don't matter. It's all about the season. It don't matter.
It's not that.
Against another team. Excuse me. Practicing against another team really don't matter for the regular season.
The collective bargaining agreement. The owners wanted an 18th game, and the way that they got that done was cutting
17th pick. 17th.
They wanted a 17th game, and the way they got rid of it was to give away a preseason game, which half of them wasn't going to play in anyway.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter. Anyway. You proved my whole point.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you.
Thank you very much, bro.
You about to prove my point. You about to come to this side.
You just said half the league don't play, so it's so damn important for them to get that evaluation. Why they ain't playing? Why they not playing?
Listen. The first quarter of the season.
It don't matter.
The first quarter of the season. Is it good football or not?
Yeah, it's good football. It's good football. Just because they want to stay on TV or I'm watching the game. It's like good football to me. Don't matter, man.
The first half of the season, these guys are not ready to play. You don't even.
They're not ready to play.
They're not ready to play. The first month.
No. Okay, look, that's your opinion. They ain't ready to play. I'm saying that's bullshit, and we can prove this right now because it's the season. So just remember what you're saying right now. The first half of the season, they're not ready to play in this bullshit. So we actually about to start a season, and I'm telling you, it don't matter. And you saying they're not sharp. So let's see. So we can see. So we'll come back to this question about what week 7. Week 7 or something like that.
Watch the
right? Because you said the first half. No, you said the first half is sloppy. The first quarter is sloppy. Okay, after week 5, you're right. Okay, so week 5 we'll come back to this on week 5 and we'll see if we not having good football.
Hey, Bruce Glass, you're gonna have to keep us up on this and tell us. Get back to that week 5.
No, I don't need Bruce. Bruce, I don't need you. It's right here. It's right here. Shout out to you, Bruce, but I don't need you. It's right here. Because I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna let you know. You know that.
The first half of the season, the first quarter of the season, the first 4 games. They are not ready. Their body's not bruised up. Their body's not calloused. They're not ready for the physical toll it's going to take on their body because.
Man, who you repeating, man?
Practice,
that's crazy.
It's just practice. You know who I'm repeating.
Exactly. Don't repeat what nobody else say. Their body that kind of. Come on, man. That's BS, man. Really, it's football. They're ready to play. They're gonna go. That's it. That's all there is to it, man. Football season. Game one is exciting as game 16, and it's just as well played as game 17. Telling you, man, don't be believing what nobody else is saying about their body ain't calloused and all that other stuff.
They won't be adding that 18th game into this collective bargaining agreement. Says so. But you best believe the owners always want more games and the players want less. It's taking years off of it. One game takes years off of their career, so you got to figure that out too. Hey, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us, Corey. Thank you for joining us, man.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, Sunshine.
Yeah, joint practices are irrelevant.
It was a pleasant surprise this time, man.
You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. Joint practices are irrelevant. Just remember that.
Joint practices are not irrelevant.
And we know that said Grand Slam Serena Williams.
Pause. Whoa.
Yep.
Hey,
I do not.
Baltimore 14-10 and a half.
I can't get it out.
Baltimore 14-10 at half. The boys don't lose preseason games.
Baltimore don't lose preseason games. Listen, like I said, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us and joining in with us, man. Hey, do not forget to like and subscribe to the First String Podcast. Follow each and every one of us on Twitter. Hey, we can also be heard on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, where else? Stitcher, Google Play, Google Podcast Play. So we're everywhere like air. Get in there, like, subscribe, leave a review. Thank you, John Graves. We appreciate that, man. I'll put that up right there. We call it an OG classic because
what did it say?
John Graves said, great video once again, Toothpick. Looking forward to the interviews with Sony on the Discord. That's right. We're gonna do that Discord. We're gonna get that in there. So we got a Discord coming up where we're gonna get an interview in. I appreciate that for real. Listen, we call it the OG classic because we get in and we get out. Hit them with it, Paulie.
L to the W.
Go Dogs.